you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? You may well have that potential, but at the same time... how to put this? I don't trust you to tie your bootlaces without accidentally hanging yourself, let alone controlling the powers of creation. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. Just so, some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. The kind of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
The Meister sits slumped in her chair. You notice that some of her scales have dropped to the floor.
What news? Can you channel enough source? Are you powerful enough to proceed? Blessed news. Now hurry. Gather the source you need from the fountain and perform the ritual again.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. You explore the remaining ingredients, but you've already taken everything you need. The Meister sits slumped in...
What news? Can you channel enough source? Of course. My supply has rather gone up in smoke. You can find more in the cloister woods to the northwest of Driftwood. Hardly a charming place, but it grows nowhere else. Then why, pray tell?
I bet you're the musical sort. You've thought about taking up the lute. I got a few ready to go, all freshly strung. Oh, wonderful. It's like I always said. Everyone's got a melody in him. You just gotta look. My brother Laszlo couldn't carry a tune in a bucket when he was a wee thing. Now, he's got the voice of an angel. He's all right then, yeah? That's Laszlo, all right. If he had the blues, you'd never know it. Nothing kept his big smile from brightening the darkness. I hate the Magisters for what they'd done. Stole me brother. Stole me heart. I keep going though, hoping to get to Ark sooner than later. Lucian's day crowds will be wanting some musical trifles. Come back if you need. I'll be whittling away. Useful? Ah, you mean deadly. Used to make bows and fletch arrows, but left that hobby behind. For the best, don't you think? Sometimes you just need to let sleeping hounds lie. But if you're down for fingering a few tunes, I'll be around. Not like I got else to do.
That looks dangerous, but maybe I can disarm it.
Up ahead, paladins, the famous divine protectors of Arks. I wonder what they're doing here, so far from home.
Halt, traveller, if you please. Who goes there? Ha! If you're looking for adventure, east's the way to go. It's a void-woken hellhole over there, sorcerer at work. Powerful one. Of course, you could wait for the Magisters to sort them out. You'll be waiting. I dare say you have, adventurer. But I suspect you've seen nothing like what lies beyond, except maybe in your nightmares. Every time the void-woken come, they're bigger and there's more of them. Still, you want to go east, you go east. We won't stop you.
Heading east? If I were you, I wouldn't. You look tough, but you ain't tough enough. East'll be your funeral. The rolling pastures of Paradise Downs ain't paradisical no more.
You've hit a nerve. He looks away.
Ain't none of your business why I'm still here. Like I say, none of your business. Paradise Downs out eastwards there is shattered, and so am I. And so too will you be if you venture there. I'll leave it at that. Heading east? If I were you...
You've hit a nerve.
Ain't none of your business why I'm still here.
He can't look you in the eye.
I left my girl out there, alright? Sally and me got split up, and I said we'd meet up here. And I ain't going back out there looking for her. You can judge me all you want. I ain't ashamed.
He nods, but the shame pricks him, yet he still can't look you in the eye.
You ain't seen it out there. You'll find your own limits quick enough.
He turns away.
I heard you might be coming through this way. Good on you for the help you gave Loar. Good on you indeed. Happy to. Some of that stuff's not bad, friend. It's a little better now if I say so myself. Good luck to you.
If you're looking to fight, I can use the help. If you're looking to chat while enjoying the view, then bugger off.
Be careful on the road, stranger. You're safe enough in here, but past the bridge you're on your own. We're doing well enough for now. We've lost many a man to death and desertion, but we still hold the bridge. Guy Falchard and Lord Godfrey fell in the last melee. The Voidwoken will be back, be sure of it. Beyond the bridge, the world has gone to hell. The Magisters are out there now, hunting down a sorcerer. Although I suspect it's the other way around. Not amongst paladins, it's not. Adlard, Gale, and Hellis Jubb all left their posts. Fortimere too, I suspect. Gone to serve a friend, they said, and maybe that's true. No matter. We'll fight the Voidwoken with what we have, and we'll win.
As you're about to address the paladin, the Red Prince interrupts and asks him if he's seen a lizard matching Bramus's description. The paladin says that indeed he did, but that Bramus left in a hurry when a band of rather intimidating-looking lizards showed up. One of the scouts saw him heading south in the direction of the graveyard. That's all he knows.
Right. I have the information I came for. He's all yours now.
A senior paladin sits hunched over a tattered map. He registers your presence, sits back in his chair, taps his fingers on the map.
Who are you, and who sent you?
He appraises you with a look, then grimly grins.
I think I've heard about you. Didn't you free the Meister from the gallows in Driftwood? Ah, yes. Discretion is the soul of valor, as they say. I may have a job for a woman of great valor and discretion. Interested?
He taps a finger on the map on the table.
Here, in the Black Pits, are White Magisters. Their operation is shrouded in mystery, and this pricks our ears. We are gravely concerned. We believe the White Magisters may have strayed into the darkness. We suspect that Dallas herself and her master Vriedemann are the inspiration for these dark endeavors. Look under the white veil of secrecy and report back. How much do you want? I have fewer paladins to pay, so I have ready gold. But there are limits. You think very highly of yourself indeed.
He opens a pouch and shows you the contents. It's certainly an unreasonable sum, but it's not as outrageous as you might like.
Take it or leave it. Excellent.
He offers you an item. A whistle-like device sits nestled in your hand.
When you're ready, send a war owl. Be careful out there. It's a dangerous place these days. And I'd like to think I'll hear from you again. And, adventurer...
He looks you in the eye.
Don't get caught.
Careful now. That's a trap.
I wonder where it leads.
The couple notice you approach. The man offers a cheery smile. The woman watches you a little more warily, her arms crossed in front of her.
Greetings.
Greetings. The only thing worth knowing is that you should get out of this place as soon as you can.
Audrey, it's true. There's nothing for us in this place anymore. I wouldn't want some unsuspecting traveler to get lured in by this place.
The man half shrugs and half nods, agreeing to disagree.
Gossips, meddlers, interfering families, and now Voidwoken as well, tearing the place asunder. They're welcome to the lot as far as I'm concerned. We're going far away from it all.
You can't mean that. These are our friends and family you're talking about. You must want them to survive.
The woman throws the man a look before turning back to you.
He's being too generous. They stopped being our friends and family when they said we couldn't be together. Fulton's a sorcerer. I don't care about that. But plenty of others around here would have.
That rainbow's beautiful. That rainbow's beautiful.
Before you, a statue reaches her arms blindly for the sun-drenched skies. The shadows of the pillars around her dance and weave, wreathing her in their dark embrace.
Lo, sir, how your mind must ache. Come here, rest, gather your thoughts.
Oh my gods, you're ugly. You turn milk green and a magister's red coat black. My mistress Alice might fancy you, though. She has a taste for the odd, if she ever makes it back. The magisters with the red coats chased her into the woods. They'll be sorry.
Smells of lavender and charred flesh. It's almost homely. Almost. Is that her eye? Did she pluck out her own eye?
Yeah. Hello. Stand back a bit there. I'm not feeling very well.
Is that thing diseased?
Oh, I'd give up my wings for a respite from this pestilence. A rare, highly prized breed called, I can't quite recall. This cursed sickness has scrambled my memories. I can't think straight. My feathers are molting. My wings can't carry me anymore. I feel so cold. All I can think about is warmth.
It painstakingly attempts to flap its wings to no effect. You catch a glimpse of its weak little torso. A faint glow emits from within it, like a cooling ember.
A phoenix? Cut back on whatever you're drinking. I'm in no mood to be made fun of. Not in this condition. I'd know if I was a phoenix.
The bird stares at you for a long moment.
All right, do it. Burn me. But may the flames consume you too if you're wrong about this.
Is it dead? A phoenix egg?
The egg is warm to the touch, but not from the ashes. This warmth comes from deep within the egg. The egg is smooth and glossy dark, like some rare volcanic mineral. From deep within its core, a fiery glow pulsates, almost like a heartbeat.
It's beautiful. Don't harm it. Keep it safe.
A rare delicacy, fit for royalty. I shall eat it.
Don't you shush me, Geraldine. I'll talk to whomever I like.
Shh! They're still here.
I know they're still here. My apologies for my idiot friend, but we could really use your help.
You won't believe it. You won't believe it, Mabel. He'll think we're mad cows.
Truth is, kind sir, that we are not, in fact, cows. At least not as such.
We're people. Captives, to be exact. Enslaved by the witch. You're not here to visit Alice Elysian, are you? I told you not to trust him.
No, you didn't, Geraldine. Now, shush. I'm going to ask him anyway.
But what if she finds out?
Geraldine, how could things possibly be worse than they are now?
I can think of a few ways. Mabel, he can hear us whispering.
I know, Geraldine, I know. Now, shut up. Look, we really do need your assistance.
Just get us something to drink.
What my friend here means to say, kind sir, is that there's a cure for our condition. Alice Elysian has it in her house. If we could drink it, we could then regain our former forms, as it were, and steal away.
Don't mention the rats.
For God's sake, Geraldine.
What rats?
They're just ordinary rats. Nothing special or awful about them at all. Wouldn't let them worry you.
The witch ain't here.
What my friend wishes to say is that Alice went into the cloisterwood collecting herbs and hasn't been seen in some time. But that there, just down the way, is her house. She has a frog. You can't miss it. Would you mind awfully procuring for us a small potion that Alice Elysian keeps in her cellar? We'd rather like to, you know, assume our rightful forms and toddle off. Thanks ever so.
Thank the gods.
I humbly thank you. You won't regret it. Don't be disgusting. We hardly know you.
Sure.
Geraldine.
Oh, right, yeah, disgusting. Sorry, better not.
The spirit doesn't register your presence at all. She wrings her hand as she looks down on her poor, crushed corpse.
Should have paid. Should have paid. Always pay. Mama said, can't fool a troll. Got to pay the troll. Always pay. Should have paid.
Maybe the river could be crossed on that. I see a cage, and there's something in it.
In the darkness of the woods, you spot a man overlooking a cage that holds creatures crept from a nightmare. Despite the all-too unsettling nearness of these horrors, he looks poised, regal even, and wholly at ease.
Go on. Step in from the shadows. Let's have a look at the wanderer lost in the woods. Oh, they're meek as lambs, really. If you've the wits to outsmart them.
He eyes you with a sudden intensity, makes you feel like a weight upon a scale, balanced against an unknown measure.
But you... there's something different about you. A desire to be seen through, so that I may know you for who you truly are, when you're yourself alone. It's been a while, hasn't it? Since your heart leapt in your chest because of your feelings. Since your hands reached for something delicate to your touch. Even now you see visions repellent to you. You see me as a mess of meat beset by maggots. Your fingers sinking slowly into the slush that were my eyes, licking your thumbs. Yes, I know how they work. Visitors like yours.
Suddenly, the tip of a dagger presses against your throat.
Take a step back. Thank you. I do apologize for my ungentlemanlike behavior, but I see through you, just like you desire. I see what's inside of you. You, Losa, are an amalgam too hideous to contemplate. One who has a demon coiled around her god-woken heart. And what's more, you've brought it all the way here. To me. Why? At any cost. You don't learn, do you? At any cost. A symphony to any demon's ear.
He steps back and passes his gaze over you, his face impassive.
There is nothing I know better than demons. And you've long since moved beyond the stage of mere possession. Your soul is still yours only because it is God-woken. In dealing with you, I risk everything. But of course, I won't refuse you. I'll do my best to drive the demon out. However, there's much work to be done first. The plan is twofold. First, you must do me a favor. Then I will teach you. Enlarge your mastery of the source. You will need all the strength you can muster, and more, before we confront your visitor. The second part we'll discuss after the lesson. So first, let us turn to the favor. Quid pro quo, I'm afraid. A tad vulgar of me, that much I admit. But needs must when the demon drives. I've a demon of my own, you see. One I've been hunting for a long time, and now I've managed to track him down to the island over yonder.
He points towards the northeast. You see nothing in that direction but grey water and a thick mist in which ghoulish shapes seem to form and fade.
I know it's there. My caged guests have confirmed as much. But to my great frustration, I cannot reach my goal. Death fog surrounds the island, and through death fog even I cannot pass. That, of course, you are but a mortal, for now. But you are God-woken as well. Surely you have a few tricks up your sleeve. Consider it a test. Kill the demon, and I will be your teacher. Like I said, we'll speak of this after the lesson. First, I need you to prove you have it in you to slay one of these horrors. Then let me shake your hand and describe your target. The demon's guise, or vessel, one can't be quite certain, is that of a lizard known only as the Advocate. Like all of his ilk, he is kind, he is charming. He will offer you what you desire most at seemingly no cost at all. There is no such thing as no cost at all. My advice is to strike before he even has a chance to speak. But should you choose to disregard me, should you allow him to parley, all you have to do is say no. Above all else, remember that.
He smiles, like one would at a child, asking about the birds and the bees.
I know because I've known others like you. Those whose fates are chained, for better or for worse, to that of the gods themselves. I have battled the foe of foes, and conquered it. For a while. I have sat in perfumed gardens with the source herself, drank life from her very lips. I have seen well over 2,000 springs, and will continue to do so until time itself closes its weary eyes. Trust me, I know what you are, and what you can be. It is a place of irony, if you will. Once the site of an academy dedicated to the art of demon hunting, now the remnant of a dream sliced open into nightmare. Rumor has it an exorcism went wrong there long ago, and for a short time a great demon stood unopposed. Had it not been for Dr. Deva, the entirety of Reaper's Coast could have looked like Blood Moon Island looks today. He contained the demon and its blood spawn to the doomed shores of the isle, surrounded it with death fog, and never looked back. I met him once, during a soiree in Arx. Quite the eccentric is Dr. Deva. But then again...
He looks you up and down.
Aren't we all? Death fog obscures any approach and hangs thick over the collapsed bridge that led to the isle from the Driftwood Road. There is more than the mist alone there, though. Magic that evades my eyes. I also spotted a sloop further down the shoreline. But of course, a quiet afternoon's boating trip will be quite ruined once one hits death fog-shrouded waters. May you wander in wisdom.